Look what just arrived. Well, it's not new. Llewellyn did have a 35% off sale, and I had to pick this up. So I did not currently have it. Obviously, it's a tarot deck, therefore I must own it. So, you know how it goes. Anyway, it's a beautiful deck. It is. I just never got around to picking it up. Look how thick the box is. You know those are going to be some thick cards just right now. Well, I'm assuming so. Let's see. There is the front of the box and the back of the box. Very stylish, very cool indeed. And it pops off like a can of like a can of Coke, I guess. There you go. There is the inside of the box. That is thick indeed. That does not disappoint on the thickness factor. There's the inside of the box in case somebody asks. So yeah. There's the back of the cards as well. Many people want me to show the back of the card, and there's the back of the card. The book. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Look at the color. Look at the color of the book. This is amazing. We will dive into this momentarily. First off, obviously, most people watch this to see the actual cards. So let's do that. Let's do that first. And being careful not to ruin the cards with the sharp instrument. There we go. So yeah, that back looks just stunning. Back does look stunning. There is the edges, or there are the edges. And, okay, let's zoom in a lot in order to see close-ups of the cards. Because I hate people that zoom out, way out, and I can't see the cards well. So there is your, I guess, cover card. Yeah. And the Fool. That is an attractive Fool. And very thick. It's got that, wow, that is thick. Beautiful card quality. Wonderful card quality. A+ for presentation. A+ for presentation. I love the Fool. That looks very good. And the Magician. Ooh, it has that creepiness to it, that creepy feel to it. High Priestess. Again, I like the sort of the half border. Sort of interesting. I mean, we have a border, but it's not 100%. It's more of a half border. I don't know is that a thing? But the High Priestess, well, like sort of the blades coming out. Reminds me of Game of Thrones. It's like Game of Thrones with the throne, you know. And we have very interesting. The Empress has a skeleton foot with a sandal on it. Kind of cool. I like the piece of wood there. It brings a level of wood to the Empress. And then the Emperor has a AK-47, where you absolutely positively got to kill everybody in the room except no substitute. By the way, if you haven't seen Jackie Brown, that's where the quote's from. In case you haven't seen that movie, yeah, stop this video, go watch that movie and come back. Now that you're back, let's look at the Hierophant. Very cool. I like how one candle is melted significantly more than the other one. And we have the Lovers. Interesting that we have a key up top with wings. And then we have the heart. It needs to be unlocked. So she seems to be enthralled by the heart, and he wants the key. He wants the key. That maybe is too much detail there. Maybe. And the Chariot. Not sure what exactly is going on here, but it looks cool. Strength. Very cool. Got a little dragon action there. Then the Hermit. Pretty cool looking. Wow. Color, the vibrancy, the very attractive deck overall. And the Wheel of Fortune, interesting double scythe. One is bloody and the other side is not. That's sort of cool. Yeah, looks like death. I'm kind of curious what the death card is. The Justice card looks interesting. We have writing. Is it writing or symbolism on there? As well as the scale. Then we have the Hanged Man with a separated skull. Santa Muerta, indeed. Is she pregnant? Is that what that represents? Or is that a tomato on her stomach? I assume it's a pregnancy because we do have a crib at the bottom. So we do have a crib at the bottom. I don't think it's a tomato. It looks like a tomato. It looks a lot like a tomato. I'm just saying right now. The temperance, sort of interesting. I'm not sure what they're pouring from place to place. Almost look like a fish there. It's like a fish type shape. And then we have the devil. Always an interesting, very vibrant, very pretty reds. Whoever did the color correcting and the color management on here did an astounding job. And then we have sort of this wild looking tower with a little bit of the surrealism, some of the surrealism from, is it Escher? Yeah, I think Escher, maybe. Some of the surrealist paintings. Anyway, the star, there's not 1 foot in there. They are halfway in there. And the moon, ooh, that is interesting. Interesting take on that. It's like we're sort of looking within there. We have the reflection of the moon, but we're sort of divining from the water, it seems, and the sun. I like that as well. That looks good. I mean, whoever drew this did a knockout job. Is that Fabio? Is that Fabio Lestrani? Fabio Lestrani? Just a knockout job. Really, really good. Judgment with the E. Sometimes there's E, sometimes there is not. And the angel I like is a skeleton form. And then we have the world, which looks great. Now let's get some of the minors there. The Ace of Cups. Wow, that looks good. Well, I love the dragonfly on there, the rain effects, and then we have the Two of Cups. Oh, that is so weird. The brain fluid pouring from one cup to the next. We have the very red hearts within there. And then the 3 of celebrations. I like it. And the 4. Very, very cool. Definitely making my list to be used every day. No doubt about it, especially Halloween. I like the, okay, that is interesting. The 5 are sort of not really a maze, but a little bit of a maze, maybe. And then the 6, like it a lot. But what are they giving to? Kind of interesting. It's sort of a giving card. Look like they're just sort of collecting instead of giving. And then the 7, obviously all the selections, and we have the hearts, sort of indicating the cups and somebody looking at the cups and whatnot. And then the 8. The 8, wow, the artwork is just spectacular. And of course the 9, the traditional banquet feel there with that 9. And then the very beautiful butterfly on the 10 next to the house. I like the house. And the page. So the page is, I guess, the fish. I guess, did he blend up the fish and he's eating it? Is that what's going on? I'm not sure. The knight riding away but looking back. I like that sort of the sombrero feel there. Same with the queen, sort of offering out a heart. And the king taking a sip of the cups. I like it. We have the pentacles, sort of a weird order there. Normally you would see wands, then cup swords, then pentacles, but kind of mixed up here. Still cool. And they are very laminated. So they do stick together, but once you have them apart, they do not stick together anymore, which is the way I like it. I don't mind lamination as long as, number 1, it does not peel, and number 2, it doesn't stick together. So yeah, the 2 of Pentacles, fantastic. That butterfly, almost like a butterfly tattoo there. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles doing that work. Is it interesting? We have skulls sort of sprouting from beneath. We have the 5. We're robbing the bank. We're robbing the bank because we're broke, I guess. The 6, interesting. Sort of that giving aspect there. And I guess stepping on aspect instead of that. Or no, sorry, that's the 5. If that's the 5, that's the 4. Oh, okay, the 4 keeping it. And then the 5, obviously disappointment or sort of a being broke. whatnot, and the six. The six being the giving. Not sure what's giving there, but yeah. The Seven of Pentacles, again, very interesting. It's got the working towards a goal. It almost looks like an abacus, doesn't it? A little abacus action there. And then the 8, doing the work, doing the hard work. I think the Rider-Waite definitions vary enough that it would be kind of hard to do this every day. It'd be kind of hard to do this every day, but give it a shot, I guess. And now we have the 9. Very attractive. 10 as well. Very cute, very pretty. I like it. And the page. So the page is sort of just dropping in a pentacle into the bag. Then the Knight sort of has that mustache. A little bit of that mustache action there. Background is getting kind of samey. It is. It still looks good, though, gotta say. Queen of Pentacles, climbing up. It's almost like a little 9 of Pentacles feel, isn't it? A little Garden of Pentacles and whatnot. And the King, carrying our possessions, being the retired banker. I think it looks great. Wow, look at the wands. Look at the wands. That is vibrant. That is mighty vibrant. We have the 2. Not sure what that has to do with domain. I guess protecting our domain. And then we have the searching and seeking as represented in the 3. And the 4, a home. Definitely has that home feel. A lot of flowers, a lot of vibrancy. Very, very pretty. And the 5. So the 5 of conflict. Fire. So they're going to be lighting something on fire. I get it. And the 6, the celebration. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. The falling leaves and whatnot. Fantastic looking. We have the 7 of the defensive nature and unusual, but still looks pretty good. And then the 8, that movement acquired by the 8. 9, I like it. Sort of cutting things with the scythe. 9 of Wands. I mean, we're injured, but we continue on. And then the 10 of Wands, which is unusual. Page, I'm not really sure what to make of that. Holding a document, holding a scroll, basically. And then the Knight, doing action, moving forward. And then the Queen as well, sort of going forward. Looks good. And we have the King. Looks very nice. Very cool. So, the Ace of Swords. That is an attractive card. Man, just the gold. Just the gold in there and everything. Then we have the 2. Looks fantastic. Man, I love this deck. It's just so freaking pretty. The 3 of Swords, Heartbreak. It's sort of stabbed through the heart. We have blood on here, which I'm not sure how you get blood out of a skeleton, but apparently you do. I like the spades reference there. Yeah, like a little spade there, like a spade off a card. Kind of interesting, like the spades and the hearts kind of feel. And then we have the 4, resting and I guess getting nailed into the coffin, getting permanently sealed into that coffin. And the 5, Lord of Defeat. Then we have the 6, the journey that must be taken. And the 7, 7's very cool. We have the 8 of Swords. I'm not sure what's going on there. 9. And the 10, where we get penetrated by 10 swords. I guess the penetration is with the garden. So the garden gets the penetration. No pun intended. And the Page. And the sword swallowing. There's always a joke to go with sword swallowing, isn't there? The Knight of Swords. The sword swallowing Knight of Swords. And the Queen. And King. Such a fantastic deck. Mighty, mighty thick deck of cards. Mighty thick deck of cards. Look at this compared to the Light Seers. And this is thicker than the Light Seers, that is an abundantly, and it's the lamination. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's the lamination. And again, the lamination does not stick. So look how easily these spread once they're unstuck. I mean, it looks great. So it does not stick after the initial unboxing, basically sorting through. Let's take a look at the book. In my video editing software, I will have to change the lighting. So be prepared for a little bit of a lighting change right about now. But there we go. Let's look at it. So the book it appears to be in multiple languages. So you get per language, it appears that you get around 50 pages, 54, 52 pages, 53, 54. So there is the book. Let's take a look at some of the pentacles, or as they call it, money. So you can pause and read about the money. And we will go through and take a look at a couple of the other cards here. We have an 8 and a 9 and a 10. 9 of chalices, so these are cups. Let's take a look at some of the majors. Here we have the Temperance, Devil, and Tower. So basically about a paragraph and advice. So for every card, you get a paragraph and advice. So let's take a look at Magician, High Priestess, and the Empress. Again, pause and read at your leisure. Again, the background's going to look weird because I had to adjust the colors because this camera blows out whites, and this is not white, but it is bright yellow. So let's look at the end. Do we have anything in the end? Yeah, we do have a couple of spreads back here. So we have a Ouija, the Oracle of the Dead. And now we have sort of, I guess, the spread. 5 decks are therefore created. So it looks like just sort of a method of divination where you have your own thing there. We have the card of the day in the back. So about 54-ish pages per language. And you get English. It looks like, is it Spanish? I'm going to butcher this. Maybe that, I don't know what that is. Anyway, we get various languages in here. So yeah, there you go. So that is the Santa Muerta Tarot. And I got to say, that is a fantastic deck of cards. That is a fantastic deck of cards. The lamination is just right. The card quality is excellent. I love the half border, so it doesn't interfere with the rest of the card, but it lets you get the info of the card. And the artwork is spectacular. Overall, man, this is a 10 out of 10. I'm very glad that I picked this up on sale. So wait for the 35% off sale for Llewellyn and pick it up. It retails, as you can see, for $26, but obviously 35% off that with free shipping makes it a lot better. If you want to pick this up. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.